Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to be taking a look at the next new thing in my tutorial series, and this is how to build yourself a fire-resistant naturalist to take on the dragon on floor 27 in Core Quest. Very specific, right? But this is also another tutorial on how to basically build yourself the kind of basically mystic class that you want to have. Again, this is going to be part 2, so if you missed part 1, it's only 15 minutes. You can go check it out and come right back here to part 2. Big shout out to Randall Higgins of Touchment, and also to the lovely sounds of my noise playing as you hear the little clock. I'm trying the new setup. It seems to be a little bit better on sound quality, so I'll be utilizing it for the foreseeable future. So you see my lovely face standing, basically sitting in front of you, and I've described myself several times, so I don't need to get into that. All right, today we're gonna briefly go over some of the rules that I've established for my build. Number 1, I'm not going to be telling you how much HP and SP I get when I level up, unless it's just something really weird. I'm not telling you how much gold I received, though I might read it out. I'm not even going to be talking about most of the loot that I receive, including consumables, but I will be talking about equipment if it's really outstanding. Obviously, if I receive an ultra rare, which is what I like to call the equipment I receive, I will mention it. So, because that could very well affect our build. Some other things that I want to talk about. We got to level 4 on part 1. And again, when you rewatch that, you can see all the different selections I made. So the way this game works is, you get 3 choices when you get a favor of the gods. Now, I'm going to make my apologies in advance. Yes, I do have a habit of slightly altering what I mean by that. I might say favor of the gods shine their favor, but it all means the same things when you get a choice of 3 different power-ups. So these power-ups could be HP, they could be SP, they could be HP and SP. They could be a specialized power. They could be a resistance. They could be a buff. They could even be something as simple as like hit point restore or SP restore. They could be just about anything. It could be something that lets you re-roll your abilities, anything like that. So I'm just letting you know, I'm tracking everything. So underneath where you are sitting on my iPad, I have this keyboard. I'm holding up a keyboard, and this keyboard, I'm gonna tap the bottom of it. This keyboard is where I'm notating everything in my notes so that we know exactly what we're receiving. So even though you won't see it, I'll be typing in all the rewards I get from treasures that I receive. Of course, that takes about a good 15-20 minutes, and this series would be extremely long if I made you sit through me typing in all my notes. So you're going to get the benefit of not seeing that. So this is the only time I'm going to mention that. In future videos, you will always know how am I recording the process of my build. All right, as this is part 2, just wanted to say, if you really like this series, go ahead and like it. You can also blow up the comments. I do appreciate that. And I'm in the middle of a subscribe-a-thon. So if you really want to help my community, help me, you can go ahead and subscribe. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers. We're at 200 plus, and we're trying to get up to 300 this week, hopefully. And maybe we'll get a little bit beyond that. Actually, I'd be very happy if we get to 300 by the end of July. If we can get to 500 by the end of the year, that would be absolutely amazing. Again, thanks and big shout out to Randall Higgins for placing me on his Discord. If you'd like to be part of what Randall Higgins of Touchment, the dev, the maestro, does in this game, you can join his Discord. You can pick up his games. They're incredibly inexpensive. Usually they're around $2 to $3. It's totally worth it. And hey, you know, I consider it like a diet when I don't buy a Starbucks and I basically buy a game. Hey, that's what I like to do. It's a good way, and it supports the community. It supports indie developers like Randall Higgins, and I would do that at a drop of the hat. He's a great person, and he's helped me out several different ways, and he continues to do so. So that's basically my spiel. Thank you very much. You can go to my description to check out the artwork we've added to this particular video. Everything I do is VOD. Sometimes I do premieres and I'll do a stream every now and then, but it's a little hard to do those. They can be quite technical, and I'm not the most technically great person when it comes to that stuff. I do my best. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. Let's review what we did last time. Well, not last time. Let's review what I did when you all weren't listening to me. I made it from level 4 to level 7. So let's review level 5, level 6, and level 7. And I'm going to let you hear exactly what I did.
Words. Lines.
I know last time my voiceover was a little low. I'm going to turn it up.
End of text. New line. New line. Level 8. Grand Sea Craft Game Plus H.
All right, let me get up.
Line. God stay bonus. Game not you at new line. Rune. Spot boss loop. Level adventure screen. Grand Sea I chose. I allows you to reroll. New line. Of the face listing. Mysterious statue. And piece widow. New line. A defense.
I'm swiping up. Sorry.
New line. The God's bronze ring. New crafting.
I'm sure I could do this more efficiently.
Level 6. New line. I chose. New line. Agility. New line. Poison. New line. New line. Level 5.
All right. Here we go. This was level 5. This was right after I finished recording part 1.
Gain 10 HP and 10 SP points. Passive. I chose. Gains 4 SP. Restore SP. Gain 20 SP. Spell points. Choices. Favor of the god. Crafting recipes on better loot. Luck is very grants +1. Receive giant new line. New
Okay,
line.
level
New
4.
Line. New line. Receive grants to luck is better
Let's go
loot.
level 5.
Choices. Spell points. Gain 20 SP. Restore SP. Gains 4 SP. I chose. HP and gain 10 HP and 10 level 5.
Okay, level 5. Sorry, I just need to verify and make sure I am where I need to be.
New line. Poison chance. Agility. Body.
Okay,
Level 0.
I had 3 choices at level 5. Poison chance, I think it was about 3.
Agility.
Agility, it was very low at 1.
Agility. I chose. Reflect damage. Body. Indentation level 0.
There was reflect damage. Now, why did I choose reflect damage for our build? We're supposed to be building a fire-resistant naturalist. Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, dragons tend to hit you a lot, and I want to be doing that passive damage to them. So I chose basically damage reflect. It's basically a poison. Every time they hit me, they take a little bit of damage. And I've got my damage reflect already up to 10. That's pretty decent. All right, so that was my choice at level 5.
Level 6.
All right, let's review level 6.
New crafting.
Of course, you get new crafting at level 6.
Bronze ring. Neck.
I made a bronze ring, and I made a bronze neck.
The god's favor.
Now, the bronze ring and bronze neck are really good. I have already emphasized to you all in part 1, jewel crafting, being a jeweler, is really one of the best things you can do for your naturalist. All right? Because it means you can be a lot more versatile in your equipment. And jewelry is a really, really good profession. All right. Now we got favor of the gods. Here were my 3 choices.
I chose Feral Instinct.
Okay, the first one was Feral Instincts, which I chose.
This improved my damage reflection and
This increased my damage reflection.
elemental affinities.
And it also increased my elemental affinities, which means I got a little plus earth, a little plus fire, a little plus shadow. I don't recall the entire thing, but basically that's the gist of it. All right, let's keep swiping down.
Earth Mantle.
The other 2 choices I had were Earth Mantle. Earth Mantle increases your block and earth resistance, I think.
A defensive buff.
And I just basically listed as a defensive buff.
Earth Bless.
Earth Bless is another buff. It increases your earth. I think it increases your earth damage and earth resistance. Again, these didn't seem to fit in with our build. I was much better off with Feral Instincts. That's a new one. And it seems to be very useful. Very, very, a lot of the things I'm choosing are things that Randall put in the newest update for the Naturalist. And you can tell that they work really well with the Naturalist. Okay, let's keep swiping down.
A defensive buff. Widow's Den floor and loot.
All right, when we got to the Widow's Den, as you know... All right, so again, let's just cover all the things you can find in the Widow's Den. So we have the Faceless Goddess of Nyx. It's a statue. It's in the lower left side of the room, of the floor. And basically, all you really have to do is go over there, touch the particular floor. So do a delve, and delve means explore the floor beneath you. You can do that on the directional pad. It's in the middle of the 4 cardinal directions. And then once you explore that, you'll hear, and you'll hear a sound of the statue coming up. I've covered this in one of my how-to videos. So if you want to know how the individual statues function, and you want to hear, the entire info screen, I covered in my how-to video. So in my how-to videos, anyway. So once you go there, you're going to get 3 choices. Sometimes you get copies, but in this case, here's my choices that I got.
Reroll. Body. It allows you to reroll or reroll. Allows you to reroll or reroll.
I got reroll. Reroll's not actually that bad. That can be very useful if you have some lackluster kind of like favor of the gods.
Reroll. Allows you to reroll or reward. I chose. Item hoarder.
I got another choice, item hoarder, which I chose that. Item hoarder gives you more items whenever you loot, which is a good thing. That also includes boss loot.
Grants more items during your reward screens. Adventurer period.
Adventurer, I do believe, gives you a flat 5% extra experience. How do you use extra experience? Well, one of the things you can do to take advantage of Adventurer is to pair it with Explorer gear. There's a lot of Explorer gear that gives you a small percentage of experience increases. Combine it all together, and you can actually sometimes get your experience up to about 10%. All right, let's go to the, so again, I chose item hoarder. This could be useful for our naturalists because we could use the loot and the money and the possible gold sales from the items. All right, let's go to the next thing that I got from the Widow's Den floor.
Level 7.
Oh, that was it. Is that it? Okay, let's go to level 7. All right, level 7.
Boss loot.
Also at level 7, I got some boss loot.
Spider Fang.
I was able to receive the Spider Fang. That was from killing the Widow. She usually does drop this. It's a pretty good dagger. It's got poison and poison damage. Poison chance and poison damage, I do believe. Might have a little shadow damage, I'm not sure.
You and your spirits are now level 7. You.
All right, now that me and my spirits are now level 7.
Gain 9 HP and 11 SP. Jewel bonus. You gain 1 Agi and 1 Whiz.
Okay, I got my first crafter's bonus. It takes a while to get your crafter's bonus. You get like 3 of them from level 1 all the way to level 21. So they're very important because you get 2 stats. So I got
bonus. You gain 1 Agi and 1 Whiz.
1 agility and 1 wisdom. All right, so that's going to be the bonus I got from that. That very much fits our Druid Fire Resist build. Wisdom's going to give us an ability to fizzle spells, and I do believe agility will help us also avoid spell damage and physical damage by fire creatures.
Bonus, you gain 1 Agi and 1 Whiz. God's Favor.
All right, let's review what God's Favors we got for level 7.
HP. Gain plus 22 hit points.
Okay, we had 3 choices. We had HP, which would have granted us 22 hit points.
I chose HP Leech 2%. An SP resource skill. An SP resource skill. I chose HP Leech 2%.
HP Leech 2%. I chose this, what was it, SP?
Gain plus 22. Gain plus 22. I chose HP Leech 2%.
Yeah, I chose HP Leech. Why? Because if we're having trouble surviving, being able to get a little bit more HP is good. This is probably not the best choice. You're probably better off taking HP. Getting that extra 22 HP is probably much better. Okay? So that's probably not a great choice of mine.
An SP resource skill. Active during combat. HP and SP.
Oh, it's
HP and an SP resource skill. Active. I chose HP Leech 2%. I chose HP Leech 2%.
I got the information wrong. It's SP Leech. Yes, that's a good choice. Sorry, I thought I knew something was wrong. Again, when you're transcribing stuff. Yes, I have a 2% chance to leech SP from my opponent, or it's a static 2% leech. This is really good because you tend to run out of SP sometimes in long battles. So yes, I'm sorry. It wasn't HP, it was SP leech. Okay, let's look at the third choice.
An SP resource skill. Active during HP and SP.
HP and SP, that's your typical 10 HP, 10 SP. I didn't choose that one, though that's a good choice.
Gain plus 10 HP and SP. Crafted the Explorer's Ring.
All right. I also crafted the Explorer's Ring, which is a good source of gold experience and a little bit of I don't know what else it gives. I just don't remember.
Grants EXP. Gold bonuses. Level 8.
All right, so now we're up to the point that we're going to be trying to go for level 8. And we are ready to type that in. So that is it. We are caught up to everything I did. That covered level 5, 6, and 7. So let's go ahead and see what we can find on level 8. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and put in our music and get us into game. So give me 1 second.
End of text.
All right, we're back. I've got some new music, and we are currently in the tomb part, right after the widow's den. And I think this is good.
Tab R. Romeo. Vertical navigation headings. Wall. Button. Character load. Stats. Movement. Heading.
This is a really easy floor. There are a bunch of coffins all around. And basically all you really have to do is just explore every part of the room. There aren't any really hard monsters here other than a couple of vampires. They're pretty easy for our naturalist to take out. But there is a good chance for some decent loot here.
Action log. Heading not found. Movement. Heading. Stats. Heading. Level 7. FL5. Gold 140. Movement. Heading. North. Button. West. Action slash east. South. Button.
Gonna go south.
Dank Tomb is south. You moved south to Dank Tomb Room 6. It was unexplored. This level resembles a burial crypt. Its walls lined with decaying portraits of long-forgotten royalty. You are on floor 5 in room 6.
I'm gonna turn the sound effects up and the music down. Give me 1 second.
Movement. Heading. Stats. Character wall. Ruined dungeon. Menu. Button. Heading. Enter codes here. Rank. Button. Enter code effect enemy. Shadow resist 1. Water resist 4. Fire earth resist 4. Sound effects are on. Tap to turn off sound effects volume. 51%. 61%. 71%. 81%. 71%.
I turned the sound effects up a little bit more, and I'm gonna turn my noise down a little bit.
81%. 71%. Sound effect. Music is off. Help scroll. Bestiary. Advanced stat. Exit menu. Skill book. Exit menu. Button. Exit menu. App switcher. Core quest. Active. Core quest. Active. My noise. Active. Swipe up with. Equalizer up. Button. Button. Equalizer down. Button. Equalizer down. Equalizer down. App switcher. My noise. Active. My noise. Core quest. Active. Core quest. Menu. Speech volume. Audio docket. Speaking rate. Words. Characters. Vertical net headings.
All right, here we go. Now we're a little bit better.
Ruined dungeon. Heading. Wall. Button. Character load. Stat. Movement. Heading. North. West. Actions. East. South. Button. South. Battle. Battle started. A fruit bat and fruit bat are here.
All right, we got fruit bats.
Fruit bat 100%.
Pretty easy target.
One slot.
Let's take them out.
Marissa step skills. Attack. Fierce wolf form. Renew. Fierce wolf form. Button. Select self cast fierce wolf form. Renew. Grow. Button. Skills. Select self cast grow. 4. Button. Grow. Renew. Fierce wolf form. Attack. Button. Selected skill into skill. Marissa dank to heading not found. Fruit bat 100. Fruit bat 100. Marissa 95. Fruit bat 100%. 32 attack. 30 attack. Spirit turn.
Easy,
Spirit guard
easy.
skills. Heading. Attack. Slash. But Knight's aura. Button. Select self cast Knight's aura. Enemy turn. Fruit bat attack but missed. Fruit bat searing biddy for 14. Fruit bat attack but missed. N2 slot. Fruit bat attack for 9. Player turn. Fruit bat 85% is here. Marissa 85%. Fruit bat 85%. 38 attack. 35 attack. Victory. You won the battle. Dim. Button. Heading.
All right, pretty good. Easy fight.
You found the following. Light essence. 2. EXP. 51. Gold. 19. Bad blood. Button. Bad blood. Button. Vampire blood. Button.
Pretty good. Just some buffing potions and some consumables.
Pick up items. Button. Discard. You gain 51 experience. You gain 51 discard. Pick up items. Button. Pick up items. You ruined dungeon. Heading. This
Let's
is your current floor.
we should be able to level up easily here.
Wall. But character load. Stats. Movement. North. West. Actions. East. South. Button. South. You moved south to Dank Tomb Room 16. It was unexplored. This level. Action log. Action log. South. East. Button. Actions. West. Button. A wall is to the west and you cannot. North. Button. North. West. Button. Dank Tomb is to the west and is unexplored. West. Dim. Remove battle. Battle started. A vicious bat is here.
Some vicious bat. Easy.
Vicious bat 100%.
Easy.
Marissa's skills. Heading.
Vicious bats can be tough if there's a lot of them, but the naturalist is really strong.
Attack. But fierce wolf form. Button. Select self cast fierce wolf form.
No.
Fierce wolf form. Renew. Button. Grow.
I'm not worried about a
Self-cast
vicious
grow.
bat by itself.
Renew. Fierce wolf form. Attack. Button. Selected skill. Marissa's Dank Tomb. But vicious bat 100%. 31 attack. 31 attack. Spirit turn. Spirit skills. Attack. Slash. Button. Skills. Selected skill. Spirit Dank Tomb. Vicious bat 50%. Spherical skills. Attack. Slash. Button. Night Zora. Button. Select self-cast Night Zora. Enemy turn. Vicious Bat leech for 14. Vicious Bat attack but miss. Player turn. Vicious Bat 49% is here.
I don't think I remember to tell you all, but I will try to remember to call out the spirits as I switch them out and why I'm choosing them.
Fierce Wolf form. Attack. Button. Combat log. Heading not found. Skills. Attack. Fierce Wolf form. Dim. Button. Skills. Marissa Dank 2. Heading not. Marissa stats. Heading. Dank 2. Heading not found. Vicious Bat 49%. 37 attack. 37 attack. You won the battle. Dim. Button. Heading.
All right, get easy experience.
You found a copper ore. 2. EXP. 40. Gold. 20. Bad blood. Button. Pick up items. Button. Discard. You gain 40 experience. You gain 40 experience. Discard. Pick up items.
Got
Pick up items.
40 experience there.
This is your wall. Button. Character location. Heading. Image.
Now, one of the things you want to always do when you're playing a Mystic class is to check the floors. Since the last update, you get a lot more experience from delving. And delving means simply searching the floor beneath you.
Stats. Heading. Movement. Heading. North. West. Action slash search. Action slash search button. You searched and found. Dim. Button.
Well, we found something juicy.
You found a fall copper ore. 1. EXP. 56. Gold. 4.
We got 56 experience. That's more experience than we got from you in the battle.
Dissolve remains. Button. Vampire blood. Button. Blood rune. Button.
Ooh, we got a blood rune. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about runes. Runes are going to be very important to your fire resist build. You're going to want to have a lot of hit points. Those are going to be really important. So for any build you're doing, hit points are very important.
Pick up items. Button. Discard. Button. You gain 56 experience. Discard. Pick up items. Button. Pick up items. Ruin dungeon. Heading.
I'm not going to go and consume that. It's not important. Maybe if I was doing just my usual playthrough. As it is right now, you know I'm going to consume any rune I get. There is no benefit to holding on to runes. Remember, you can't trade runes. You can sell them, but you can't trade them. So just consume them.
Wall. Button. Character stats. Movement. North. Button. West. Button. Movement west is in excess. Action slash east. Button. East. You moved east to Dank Tomb Room 11. This level resembles
Let's go down.
South. Button. South. You moved south to Dank Tomb Room 16. This level resembles a very south. You moved south to Dank Tomb Room 21. It was unexplored and is searchable. East. Button. You can't go that way. Action slash search button. Button. Action slash search button. You search and find battle started. A vampire bat is here.
Vampire bats are a little bit stronger.
Vampire bat 100%.
So vampire bats are the second strongest bats, or basically vampiric type of creatures, with vampiric princes being the strongest.
Marissa's skills. Head attack. Fierce wolf form. Button. Select self-cast fierce wolf form. Renew. But grow. Button. Select self-cast grow.
How to deal with vampires is really easy. All they do is try to sustain their life. They're not very heavy offensively. So just stay on top of them and keep hitting them. You don't want to get into a hit point leeching war with them. They will win it.
Renew. Fierce wolf form. Dim. Button. Combat log. Heading off of skills. Attack. Button. Selected skill. Skip. Marissa Dank 2. Heading off. Vampire bat 100. Marissa 95. Vampire bat 100. 33 attack. 33 attack.
As you can hear, my basic attack is pretty strong already.
Spherical skills. Heading. Attack. Slash. Button.
Another thing to keep in mind, when you're dealing with vampires, they have multiple phases. So some of them will change into different forms. So you have to be aware of that.
Night Zora. Button. Selected skill. Night Zora type buff.
Oh, he fizzled
Enemy turn.
my ability.
Bat vampire form on itself. Vampire bat attack but miss. Player turn.
You could think of
64% is here.
You could think of vampires of sort of like Naturalists. They do have morphs.
Skip Marissa Dank 2. Heading not found. Marissa stat skills. Attack. Fierce wolf form. Attack. Button. Selected. Skip Marissa Dank 2. But Marissa stats. Head Dank 2. Heading not found. Vampire bat 64%. 31 attack.
I got this one under control. This is not a hard fight.
34 attack. Spirit turn. Spirit skills. Attack. Slash. Button. Selected skill. Spirit Dank 2. Heading off. Vampire bat 18%. Is quick. Miss.
Oop.
Enemy turn. Vampire bat reached for 21. Vampire bat reached for 21. Player turn. Vampire bat 18%. Is 36 attack. 33 attack. You won the battle. Dim. Button. Heading.
All right.
You found a tainted blood. 1. EXP. 40. Gold. 23. Pick up items. Button. Discard. Button. You gain 40 experience. Total. You gain 40 experience. Discard. Pick up items. Button. Pick up items. Ruin dungeon.
We're doing really good.
Current floor. Wall. Button. Character stat. Movement. North. West. Action slash search button. Action slash search button. You search and find west. North. Button. North. You move north to Dank. North. You move north to Dank Tomb Room 11. West. Action slash east. Button. East. You moved east to Dank Tomb Room 12. It was east. Dim. Battle. Battle started. A vicious bat and fruit bat are here.
Okay, we got a vicious bat and fruit
Vicious
bat.
bat 100%. Marissa's skills. Attack. Fierce wolf form. Button. Select self. Renew. Dim. But grow. Button. Skill. Select self. Cast grow. Renew. Fierce wolf. Attack. Button. Skill. Selected skill. Marissa's Dank Tomb. Vicious bat 100. Fruit bat 100%. 32 attack. 35 attack. Spirit turn. Spirit skills. Attack. Slash. Knight's aura. Button. Select self. Cast Knight's aura. Enemy turn. Vicious bat leech but miss. Vicious bat attack but miss. Fruit bat attack but miss. Fruit bat leech for 8. Vicious bat 100%.
See how that damage reflection is being very useful for our naturalists?
Marissa's skills. Head attack. Fierce wolf form. Skill. Marissa Dank Tomb. Vicious bat 100%. Marissa 95%. Vicious bat 100%. 41 attack. 41 attack. 37 attack. Spirit turn. Spirit skills. Attack. Slash. Button. Selected skill. Spirit Dank Tomb. Heading not vicious bat 4%. 24 slash. Enemy turn. You won the battle. Dim. Button. Heading.
Leveled up. All right, that will get us to level 8. We should get some substantial rewards there. So let's check out what we got.
You found the fog light essence. 1. EXP. 68. Gold. 35.
68 experience points.
Bad blood. Button.
Got a bunch of consumables.
Bad blood. Button. Pick up items. Button. Head discard. But you gain 68 experience. Total damage. 210 total healing. 5. You and your spirits are now level 8. You gained 11 HP and 13 SP. You learned new crafting skills.
All right.
Blessed you with a new power.
New crafting skills. Luther's very excited.
Greater than end turn. Player greater than end turn. You learned new crafting skills.
But this time we did not get a God's favor. We'll get that at level 9.
Greater than end. You learn new. You and your spirits are. You gain 68 to discard. But pick up items.
Let's pick that up.
Pick up items. You will choose a power.
Oh, we did.
Heading.
Okay, I didn't see that part. We did get a special ability, a God's favor. Let's see what the 3 choices are.
Choose one. Dim. Critical chance. Button.
All right. We have a new noisemaker. Courtesy of JoJo.
Intelligence. Wisdom. Button.
Okay.
Intelligence. Critical chance. Button. Choose one. Dim.
Here's our choices. This is going to be a hard one because there's some new ones here.
Critical chance. Button.
Okay, there's critical chance. Let's see how much they're going to offer.
Plus 3 critical chance.
Plus 3 critical chance. That's actually not bad. They don't give you much critical, so that's really good. We have a chance to add not 3%, just 3 points of critical chance increase.
Passive bonus. Choose stat. Button.
This is passive, by the way.
Cancel. Button.
Not a buff.
Choose a power. Dim. Choose one. Critical chance. Button. Intelligence. Button.
We have a chance at intelligence. Yes, naturalists do use intelligence. Their healing and damaging spells use intelligence.
Critical intelligence. Button.
To skill.
Plus 2 intelligence.
We'll get 2 intelligence. That's pretty good. That'll make our renew spell heal us for a lot more.
Passive bonus. Choose stat. Cancel. Button.
That's a passive.
Choose a power. Dim. Choose one. Critical chance. Intelligence. But wisdom. Button.
The last thing we have is wisdom. Let's check it out.
Plus 1 wisdom.
Only plus 1 wisdom, but it's good to keep your stats balanced as a naturalist. For some reason it works.
Passive bonus. Choose stat. Button.
That's a passive bonus.
Cancel. Button.
All right.
Choose a power. Dim.
So we have 3 choices. Critical, intelligence plus 2, wisdom plus 1. What do we choose? It's a really hard choice. I've learned that the naturalist needs attack and damage because it doesn't really hit hard. So I'm going to go ahead and take the critical increase in damage.
Rewards view background.
Critical
Dim.
increase in
one.
chance.
2 + 3
I'm sorry.
Intel rewards view background. Choose a power. Choose one. Dim. Critical chance. Button.
We'll take critical chance.
Plus 3 critical chance.
Plus 3 critical chance.
Passive bonus. Choose stat. Button. Ruined dungeon. Head. You choose plus 3 critical chance as your reward.
All right, cool.
Dank Tomb. Wall. Button. Head. Ruined dungeon menu. But heading not found. Ruined dungeon. Wall. Button. Character stats. Heading.
Let me let you hear what we've got going on here. And also I'm going to let you hear what our stats ended at.
Level 8. FL5. RM13. Gold speech volume. Audio ducking. Speaking rate. Words. Level 8.
We're level 8.
FL 5. RN 13. Gold. 100 AC. 13.
13 is our armor count.
STR 8.
STR or strength is 8. Int or intelligence
12.
is 12.
Agi.
Agi or agility is
17.
17.
N.
Endurance End or endurance is
9.
9.
Whiz.
Whiz or wisdom is
13.
13.
Luck.
Luck
3.
is 3. So good stats, right? Let's hear our final ending stats of this episode.
Stom 2/2.
Stom or stamina is 2.
HP 113/113.
HP is 113.
SP 137/137.
SP is 137. To next level,
EXP 24/640.
we need to get to 640. So of course, I'm going to come back on part 3 and I'll be at level 9 and we'll see what new skills we got. So again, what I do is I try to track all the things I choose. So I'm gonna go onto my keyboard and write down all my possible choices, and I'm gonna also notate which one I chose. And that's really important. If you really wanna know what builds are working for you and what builds are not working for you, you're gonna wanna keep notes. Okay, folks, that's gonna wrap it up for part 2. We'll come back for part 3 where I'll be level 9. But until then, folks, I just wanna wish you happy July 4th. Happy 4th of July to you and all of yours. I hope you're going to have a great time with your family. Whether you're staying indoors or going out there to explore, have a good and safe time. And hey, as I always say to you folks, we will return to the beautiful world of core another time. But until then, please enjoy the rest of your day and take care.